Hi, this is Chris Murdoch with ccmurdoch.com. Today I want to talk about goals, but I want to follow up a little bit with what we've been talking about over the last few video posts. As you recall, we started talking about visions and values and having a vision for your life, having a vision for your business, knowing where you want to go, the end result. Not something you want to achieve tomorrow, but what is your purpose in life? That's your vision. Your values. What is it that drives you? The boundaries that you operate within, that you won't cross those lines. Values of integrity and of honesty. The values that say that this is how you're going to live your life. It's the out of bounds lines on the football field. Those are your values. You operate with inside your values. Now, how do you achieve your value or your vision? How do you get where you're going? Without a roadmap, we'll get lost. These days it's GPS, but if you don't turn the GPS on, if you just have a destination and don't have that GPS, you might drive around for a long time. You might make good progress, but you might be going in the wrong direction. Goals are what keep us on track. Goals are what are our roadmap to success. How do we get goals? How do we set goals? How do we establish those goals? Well, for all of us, we have to have personal goals as well as professional goals. We have to know where we're trying to get to in life. We have to know what steps we take to accomplish those goals, to accomplish our dream, to accomplish our vision. What are those steps that we take? Short-term steps, intermediate range steps, long-term steps. Where do we go? How do we go? We set goals by putting them in writing, first of all. A goal that's not committed in writing is just a dream. It's just a hope for. A goal has to be in writing. Ideally, a goal is going to be shared with others. There's accountability. Now you've established a goal and you've shared it with others that this is what you want to accomplish in life. This is how you're going to go from point A to point Z. These are the steps in between. That you're going to get there. You're going to share them with somebody. That can be a scary step because now you have to be accountable. What if they ask you how you're doing on your goal? You're either going to have to tell them that you've made good progress, or you're going to have to tell them that, well, you didn't make such good progress. But there's also other ways that we set goals. The acronym SMART is a good way to set goals. So for our goals, we have, in the SMART formula, the S will stand for specific. If our goals are not specific, if they're not tangible and very specific, we won't achieve them. Or we won't know when we've achieved them. So don't set a goal of I want to be rich. Don't set a goal of I want to be happy. Set a goal that's very specific. I want to have accumulated X number of dollars by a certain date. That's specific. Maybe your goal isn't money. Maybe it's achievement within your company. I want to be promoted to senior director by the end of the first quarter 2013. Maybe it's something in your life, in your business, that has meaning for you, but make it specific. The other thing in SMART, M, stands for measure or measurable. Goals need to be measurable. You need to know, how did you get there? When you start here and you end here, did you achieve it? It has to be measurable. It has to be that tangible, quantifiable goal. Using the analogy of happiness. Happiness is really not a goal. It's a byproduct. So don't set your goal as being happy because you can't measure it. You don't know how you achieved it. It's something that you will attain on the journey towards your vision. That you will, happiness is something that you will attain as you accomplish your goals. Also, we need to make our goals A, attainable. They have to be attainable. They have to be something that you can achieve. Don't set a goal that's impossible to achieve. If you do that, you're just setting yourself up for failure. It must be achievable. It must be a stretch, but it must be achievable. It must be something that you can attain. The R in SMART stands for realistic. Similar to achievable or attainable, realistic is that you set a goal that is accomplishable, if that's a word. It has to be something that is not so pie in the sky that you'll never be able to get there. Now, it must stretch you. It must push you. Don't set a goal that's so realistic that you can accomplish it simply by getting out of bed in the morning. But your goal must be realistic. And finally, the T in SMART stands for time specific. Meaning goals have deadlines. Goals that have no end in sight can never be attained, because you can always say, "I'll get around to it." You must have a deadline to your goal. You must share that goal. Put it in writing, share it with somebody, make it specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, put some time limits on it, and challenge yourself to achieve those goals. Because without progress along our line of our goals, we'll never achieve our vision. This is Chris Murdoch with ccmurdoch.com, and I challenge you, set some goals today. Before you go forward much further in your business, set some goals. That way you know if you're on the right path. Thanks, and have a great day.